Hi, I'm Brian Mahon, founder of Igloo Insurance, where we offer transparent risk advice to business owners and families. Today, we're covering everything you need to know about insuring your property management business. Whether you're managing office buildings, retail centers, or provide janitorial or maintenance services, or even leasing, lawnscaping, snow removal, this one is for you. So what are the major exposures businesses that provide property management services? First and foremost is tenant and visitor injuries, right? Slip and fall claims and common in lobbies, stairwells, parking lots. We actually once had a snow removal contractor get sued for $100,000 outside of Philadelphia after they spread salt and finished their work at a client's medical facility. Another major exposure is property damage, right? Cause of fire, water damage, or vandalism to buildings or tenant spaces. Contractor liability, right? If you hire or supervise subcontractors, you could be liable for their actions. Employee injuries, right? Maintenance and janitorial staff face, physical risks daily. Maybe they're getting up on ladders to clean larger windows, or weed whacking, kind of lawn care services along a busy road, right? What comes by? Environmental hazards, right? I actually came from property management before insurance and was a residential leasing specialist, and we saw issues with mold, asbestos, improper waste disposal can lead to costly claims. So what are the top coverages everyone property management industry need to have, really? Whether you're a property manager, cleaning facilities for clients, bare bones have to have general liability insurance. This covers bodily injury and property damage from third parties, right? So it's just a must-have for property-related businesses going on site to customers' homes or their facilities. The second one's commercial property insurance, right? Protects physical buildings, signage, HVAC systems, other physical assets that you might be responsible for from fire, theft, or natural disasters. And the third one here is workers' compensation, right? It's required in most states. It's critical for your employees for job-related injuries. Nice to have is errors and omissions, professional liability, right? Especially for property managers to cover claims of negligence or failure to perform professional duties. You might have contractors, if you're kind of a landscape or doing snow removal, or even janitorial services, right? The last one here is hired and non-owned auto liability. So this covers employees use their personal vehicles on company time, or maybe you rent vehicles in the course of your business. Some extra special coverages we recommend: cyber liability, especially for larger businesses that store maybe tenant data. Maybe you use a software like Rent Manager or property management software of some sort. This is essential. Even if you have a website or you email, cyber covers businesses rely on technology to run their business efficiently. You might have a tenant discrimination liability, right? Protects against claims of wrongful eviction or discrimination in the leasing process or an eviction process. Third one note is equipment breakdown coverage, which could cover mechanical failures from like HVAC systems, potentially elevators or other critical systems within a building. Some of the common mistakes that business owners make who work in the property management industry: number one is not reviewing vendor contracts closely enough. You need to ensure that subcontractors carry their own insurance. You name them as an additional insured and stay on top of their certificates of insurance. Whether that's, a cleaning contractor or landscape contractor or just a residential, leasing property management business. You could underinsure building value, right? When we talk about insuring buildings, it's not necessarily market value, what a building is worth, or the seller's price, what you bought it for. What would it cost in today's like, kind, and quality parts to rebuild and replace that building if it burnt down to the ground? So it could be much higher than market value sometimes. Skipping errors and omissions insurance is another mistake. Property managers often overlook this, but it can be vital for legal protection, especially around kind of leasing and property management aspect. Ignoring environmental exposures, you could have a claim for mold or asbestos. These exclusions can leave you exposed. The bare bones kind of basic general liability often does not cover mold and asbestos and forever chemicals. So who are the top carriers or insurance companies we trust the most for janitorial service contractors, landscape contractors, and property managers? Erie Insurance is a strong regional carrier, excellent packages for property management, building owners, cleaning contractors. Another great regional carrier, Selective Insurance, or maybe a Donegal. And then some large nationals we'll throw out there: Travelers, Travelers, the Hartford, Liberty Mutual. They can get behind some high value commercial properties and sometimes have specialized programs for janitorial services and property management firms. So if you perform property management, whether that's, cleaning an office building in downtown Harrisburg or leasing out residential apartments in Lancaster City, or maybe you plow snow or do landscape work, let's make sure your insurance is working as hard as you do, right? At Igloo Insurance, we help you build a policy that's transparent and tailored to protect your business. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe below. Any questions in the comments? We'll see you in the next video.